Aces HC names Aya Wilson MVP as Star's leadership story highlights record-breaking night versus Mystics. I don't know about you, but my feed was overflowing with singular greatness of Aya Wilson's stories all through 2024. And rightly so, it all ended with her bagging unanimous MVP honors, no debate needed. But then came 2025, and Aya had us buzzing again when she said this is the strongest she's ever felt. Well, it didn't start the way or probably many of you, expected. But the lesson here, folks? Don't you dare doubt Aya Wilson. Becky Hammon never has and never will. And yet, what Becky actually loves most about Aya isn't just basketball. Las Vegas and its captain Aya Wilson just keep rolling. With 36 points and 13 rebounds in a 91-81 win over the Mystics, the Aces locked in their 10th straight win, improving to 24-14. It's a massive turnaround from that shaky first half of the season. There is no doubt that Wilson will once again be in the running for the WNBA Most Valuable Player (MVP) award. She's averaging 22.8 points, 10.1 rebounds, and 3.2 assists while shooting almost 49% from the field. So how could her coach not say it without even blinking? When a reporter asked Becky Hammon about Wilson's MVP candidacy, she didn't hesitate. I mean, there's zero doubts in my mind. Hammon pointed out Aya's insane efficiency and how she's sitting top 3 in pretty much every major stat category. When another reporter brought up her pregame prediction of Aya's stat line when Hammon said, "I'm not surprised. It's like, it's just become normal," she corrected herself, saying, "I don't ever want to get used to or be like, oh, that's just normal. It's not normal what she's doing." After all, she literally broke her own record, becoming the player with the most games of at least 30 points and 10 rebounds in a single season. She passed herself. Now she's sitting at 39 such games in her career, while Diana Taurasi has 62. But here's the part that hits different because Hammon didn't just gush about the basketball stuff. She shifted gears to Aya, the person. Man, if I could have a vote for leadership, if there was a leadership award, even besides stuff that have nothing to do with basketball. She's the most thoughtful superstar I've ever been around. She even gave an example, how Aya once had a 1S made for her teammates. Becky said she has the thought process and the forethought to be like, I'm going to do something nice for somebody else. Then she admitted she had to stop because she'd get too emotional. Nobody's doing what she's doing, she concluded. But do we even need Becky to spell it out? We've seen Aya lift her teammates, celebrate them like nobody else, and show empathy not just for people she knows, but even for those she hasn't met. Off the court, she runs the Aya Wilson Foundation, working on dyslexia and anti-bullying programs. She's also been part of the WNBA's Social Justice Council. She is just someone who genuinely cares. It's inbuilt. All that, while still being brilliant on the court and never letting the 3 MVPs go to her. Can she make it 4? Well, insiders think she has a good shot. Insider says Aya Wilson's dominance is tightening. For most of the season, the WNBA MVP race looked like a one-woman show with Napheesa Collier leading the pack. She had the Minnesota Lynx sitting on top of the league and was putting up the best numbers of her career, 23.5 points, 7.5 rebounds, and shooting a career-high 53.7% from the field. Everything about her season screamed MVP. But the conversation has shifted. Collier's ankle injury has sidelined her for multiple games, and in that gap, Aya Wilson has been flat-out unstoppable. She's not just filling the box score, she's tilting the entire MVP conversation. WNBA insider Rose Goldonwood summed it up perfectly on Goodfollow. Aya is absolutely putting pressure on this MVP case. For Aya, it's not just physical dominance. For me, it's her mental dominance. Wilson has racked up back-to-back WNBA Player of the Week awards. And with the Aces climbing the standings, her timing couldn't be better. Goldonwood even pointed out the obvious math. The more Collier misses and Aya dominates and the Aces find ways to continue to climb the standings, the tighter this thing will get.